Hey guys, it's Sarah from She's Crafting She Knows It, and I'm here with a really easy tutorial on how to make a chunky knit blanket using hand knitting and this wool yarn that I got from Michael's. Okay, let's get started. Okay guys, so here's my big yarn ball. You're going to start with one piece. Here's like a little tail, and you're going to do basically a slip knot. So you're going to wrap it around your hand, just like that, and you're going to pull it through and make a little loop. You're going to pull it tight. This is the end, so I want it to be about the width of my hand, like this, and pull it tight. Okay, now all you do for the bottom for the chain stitch is you have this loop and you're going to pull the yarn through it to make another loop, and you're going to keep doing that for the width that you want. So I'm going to do about 20 loops all the way across. So I'm going to pull it through and you're just going to keep pulling it through. Okay, so there's 20 loops. I think by the time it kind of expands, that's going to be plenty big. It's like a lap blanket. I can just throw it over the side of a chair. It'll be super cute. So I'm going to pull this loop a little bit long so it doesn't get lost. So this is going to be the one that curves up when we come back. Actually, I'm going to add 21 since this is basically the first loop of the next row. Okay, I'm going to go back, and now you're going to go through each little hole. So like, you can see these kind of hills, I guess you can call them, but they're kind of little curves. We'll call them hills. You're going to stick the yarn and pull a loop underneath each hill. So you're going to go like here, 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 and you'll get the hang of it. So like this is the first one. We pulled it up already. And so now we're going to pull up underneath the next one. So make sure when you're doing it that you don't pull that loop out, because you need that loop to stay there. Like that. Then the next little hill. And you're going to keep doing this all the way across. Okay, so you just made a loop, and we're going to pull up through it again with a new loop. And now you're going to go back across this way, pulling loops up. Again, same thing. And as you do this, make sure, like I said, that you're not pulling from where you just came from, so that you're pulling new yarn from the big ball, the skein, wherever you have yours. Otherwise, it's going to start making your loops smaller and inconsistent. So keep pulling all the way across. Okay, so now I'm just going to keep going all the way across, back and forth. We have the loop we just did, and you're going to go through it again. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to me. So I went through it again, and you're going to go into the next one, go through it again, and you're going to go all the way. Okay, I just finished. This is one skein. You can see one skein's worth. I'm not sure if skein's worth is a thing, but so I have a little tail right here. I'm gonna get my other ball of yarn, cut it open, and see if we can do this. Okay, so you have a little loop pulled through in the tail, and I'm gonna try to tie it in a knot. See if it works. Okay. I'm going to do it loose. Somebody told me it kind of pulls apart when you try to tie a knot. Oh, guys. That actually is a pretty good knot. It's not pulling apart. I was afraid it would pull apart like a cotton ball because it kind of feels like cotton balls. So you just tie it together. I hope y'all can see that. You just tie a knot and you just keep going. So it's going to have these tails. Not a big deal. I'm just going to weave it in later into the pattern when I'm done. Or if it doesn't weave in very well, you'll just cut off the little ends. You'll just trim it. So you're just going to pretend like that knot's not even there. Pop, that knot's not even there. That's funny. You're going to pretend like the knot's not there. And just pull the loop through the way you would. And keep going with the new skein. So see, you can see the knot right there. So you can finagle it if you want. So like I can go through and make the loops a little bit bigger and see if I can get it. It's kind of just going to have to show a little bit. But it's really not bad. You know what? If I make every loop a little bit smaller, for those of you that are going to want to like hide it more, I think you can kind of finagle away there to adjust your loop size. And so there, I've done it. So the loop is, the knot's in the back. Because you're probably the back, for those of you that can see, this is what the back looks like. I'm assuming this is the side that you'll probably want to like lay on the chair and you'll see the braided side. So if you want, try to hide the knot in the back. So like now that loop's pulled through, and then you're just going to keep going with the new yarn. So see, you can't even see the knot. Super easy. Okay guys, I'm at the end of the second skein, and so you can see the little tail right here. And so here's the beginning of the third. I have my big ball of the third skein right there. So I'm just going to tie these two together like I did before when I added the second one. Tie a big knot like that. And then we're going to keep going, keep looping. It's right there. It's going to fall at the back just like the other one. And then you're going to keep pulling through with the new skein. Just as simple as that. Super easy to add the skeins on. I'm thinking I'm going to end up doing 4 for this blanket. So I'm going to keep going. Just pull the loops through. So now we're going to do the end. We're going to finish it off, the closing stitch. So you're going to grab the last 2 loops and you're going to pull a loop through those to make it just 1 loop. And then you're going to keep doing that. So grab 2 loops together and pull a loop through. Grab 2 loops together and pull a loop through. And you see how it's closing it off? Pull 2 loops together, pull a loop through. What you're going to do for the last 2 is you're going to grab them and you're going to pull the last one through, and I've already cut the tail, so you're going to pull it all the way through, and now we're just going to tie it off. So I'm actually going to weave it a little bit down first. I'm going to tie a knot right here on the side. You can do this however you want. And then I'm going to keep weaving it through. And you can just kind of loop it. This is already kind of like this little braided chain stitch looking thing on the side. I'm just going to weave this tail all the way through here. And you're not even going to really be able to see. I'm just going to roll it in. So there's a lot of extra, and I like to keep it that way in case it starts to unravel for some reason. You have plenty to fix whatever you need to fix on it. I'm going to cut it. It's tucked in there now. Okay, now it's time to work on tucking these ends in. So this is one of the parts where I connected two skeins. And so there's already a knot there. And so I'm just gonna kind of roll it under some of these little bumps. There's probably a technical name, it's not bumps, but I'm gonna kind of roll it in there. I'm just gonna roll it into a couple, and really honestly, one is probably enough. And then I'm gonna cut it like that. And here is the end from where we started in the very, very beginning. So just like how I did the other end, I'm just going to kind of loop it in. Let's see. Sometimes it's hard to find where to start looping it. So I'm going to kind of make a little hole for it. There's already a knot at the end because it was that slip knot that we started with. So I don't need to tie a knot or anything. And I'm just going to kind of weave it in and out down the side of this. This is the chain stitch from the very beginning. So I'm going to weave it in and out of the chain stitch like that, and I'm going to cut the end off, and it is tucked in there now. I think maybe, just maybe, that is it. I thought I had another end somewhere else, but I don't see it. So here is the back side. Guys, it's so pretty. And then the front, as you can see, has the braided knit look. So pretty.
If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Bye!